Hey everyone, welcome back to another web hosting video tutorial. In this video tutorial, I will set up a WordPress Lightsail instance. I'm going to install the WP SMTP plugin, and I want to try to configure a custom domain with the SendInBlue email service, as well as using the Route 53 DNS management system. I've seen a few comments on the channel as well as through emails that people were having issues with setting up SendInBlue with Route 53, specifically around verifying the DNS records. So I wanted to try this myself and see if I could figure it out for you guys, and this may help you as well as others. There was also some questions around changes in the SendInBlue setup process that I may also walk through towards the end of the video. I did create my original tutorial on SendInBlue and WordPress almost a year ago, or maybe more than a year ago. So maybe some processes have changed, so I will walk through that as well. So without further ado, let's check it out. Okay, so the first thing that I am going to do is create a WordPress instance. Here I'm going to use the Bitnami blueprint just to create a single site WordPress instance. Once the instance is ready for us to use, I will attach a static IP address. And then I will attempt to log into the WP admin of our newly created instance. Just take the IP address here and then get the Bitnami generated password for my admin user. So inside WP admin, let's go ahead and install the WP SMTP plugin. Seems like the Bitnami image already comes with the plugin. We'll just update it and then activate it. All right, here we are on the WP SMTP configuration screen. I'll go ahead and set up my from email address. So for my test domain, I'm using mdub.site. So my email will just be website@mdub.site. Then we'll go ahead and force from name and set the return path. Then for the mailer, I'm going to select SendInBlue. And now we need to go ahead and get the API key set up on the SendInBlue side. So here I'll sign up for a brand new account. So I'm going to go ahead and complete the profile off screen, and I will come back once that's done to continue the next part of the tutorial. Here we go. I'm now logged into SendInBlue. What we'll need to do is go ahead and click on senders and IP, and we'll create a new domain name. And the domain that I chose was mdub.site. And we do want to select this next checkbox because we want our emails to be secured as well as digitally signed. That will produce this screen where now we have to set up these DNS records within our DNS zone file. And I'm using Route 53 since this is where we were having some trouble on setting up these records. So I'm going to here create the first record. And this is a TXT record. Copy the value. Then create that record. Next, we'll create the SPF record. And as you'll see here, I am going to run into that same error message that many of you have received, which is that you can't have multiple TXT records for the same top name or same record name. And I'll show you what happens when you try to do that. There we go. There's the error that the record already exists for the name mdub.site. And then I continue on. I'm going to add the rest of the records. And you'll see here that I am trying to troubleshoot this, try various things. I've converted to an SPF record, which is not a recommended approach, so we will not do that. And then through some reading and through some research, here I'm adding the last record, which is a DMARC record. So now let's go ahead and verify that these records were set up correctly. So you'll see that the first one, the DKIM record, was set up correctly. The SPF was not. The TXT record is set up, and so is the DMARC. So the only one that we are having issues with is the SPF. So here I quickly do some research, try to figure out what options we have to get this corrected. You'll see I tried various things with double quotes, tried different settings. And so one thing that finally I end up trying is I'll delete the SPF record that I created, and then I'll go back to the other TXT record that I already had. Right here. And then I'm going to add the SPF string right after the first string, which is the SendInBlue code string. So I just add it like this and hit save. Then, as you'll see here, that there's only one TXT record but contains two values. And then now I'm going to try to verify it, and you'll see here that it's configured. And so really that was it. You just needed to add one single TXT record, put this two values in, and that worked. Now I can go ahead and go on to the next step, which is add a new sender. Just verifying that that's the email address I chose. And then the next step will be to get the API keys and copy the API key from here and paste it into the WP admin configuration screen for the WP SMTP plugin. There we go. And then our sending domain. Save, and settings were saved. Now we'll try to do an email test, and I'll show you the different process that SendInBlue has changed to since I last made my first video. And as you'll see here, there was a problem. So if I see the error log, it says that it needs our SMTP account to be activated. And the new process is that they want us to send a request to their support team to explain why we need the SMTP activated and what we will be using the SMTP service for. So you just have to create a new ticket, click on account, then click on account validation, and just start typing into the subject, SMTP account needs activation. There is a helpful article that walks through how to set this up. And then at the end, the new process, which is sending them an email requesting the account activation, including certain information exactly how you will be using their service. So that's the new process that was different from when I last did this. So This is something that you'll have to do after you've set up everything in SendInBlue and WP SMTP and your DNS zone. All right, so I hope you found this video tutorial useful, especially for those that were commenting on my YouTube channel or sent me emails regarding this issue that they were running into on Route 53. If you were running into a similar issue with other DNS management systems, just know that you could create one TXT records and concatenate multiple string values to that one record, which I didn't know either until I started researching what the issue could be with Route 53. So I hope you found this video tutorial useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Share it with others that may also benefit from this tutorial. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are interested in these type of tutorials. Be sure to check out the blog site that I've created, webhostingforbeginners.net, where I post all the tutorial commands for the tutorials that are shown on this channel. Also check out the channel with almost 60 plus video tutorials on simplified web hosting procedures and tips. And until the next video, take care.